So in the interviews, people are asking me, can you please explain any of the scenario they are asking me? Okay. So in the interviews, people are asking me, can you please explain the scenario, any of the scenario that you have automated? So what I am doing, I'm preparing one scenario, complete end-to-end functional flow. So I have collected this information from the websites and I pasted, and so I'm telling the same functional flow. The policy center application is accessible by producer, underwriter, and supervisor. Producer is nothing but who refers to accounts carrier and who creates and manages in the policies, and who supervises and approve the work. Once they log into the system in the home page, I can able to view accounts page, my submissions, my renewals. So my submissions means whatever submissions that I want to submit. My renewals means whatever policies that is going to renewal, I can call to the customer and I can do renewals reminder, and after that I once payment is done, I can go for the renewals. And so my renewals means here I am logging as an underwriter, and my other policy transactions can able to view from the home page dashboard. So in the home policy under dashboard, I will check my new policy. So I will be navigated to accounts or new accounts, and I will enter some company name and I will click on the company or person name. So after that, in the accounts page, I have to enter account name, account address details. So these details will be automatically populated: organization name, producer code. So all those details, it will be auto populated. If a producer is already entered, so those details will be auto populated for underwriter. And if it is employee, all those details, it will be auto populated. And after clicking on that, he will be navigated to view account number populate. So account number will be generated on the accounts page. And after that, in the new submission page, underwriter manages the transactions new summary to create the new policies. So there will be different tab. See, offers tab, qualifications tab, and policy information tab. So some content it has been missed. Okay, coverages tab, exposures tab, modifiers tab, and risk analysis tab, policy review tab. And after that, it will be navigated to quotation. Quotation means how much quotation premium it has to calculate, because you have selected, is it for floating plan, is it for fixed plan, is it for gold plan, is it for silver plan, is it for standard plan? And some list of questionnaires you came across, yes or no questions. Suppose if you are keeping everything as S, premium will be calculated very high. Okay, so all those options you came across on different tabs. Okay, modifiers tab and risk analysis tab. I want to go for the high risk, so because I want to recover 100% everything. So such kind of all those questionnaires and everything you have selected across different screens. And finally, you clicked on quotations. So whenever I will click on quotation, the premium is calculated. Premium is calculated by rating engines based on the selected. And after that, binding is a transaction where I am creating the policy with the client interest quotation agreed by the client. Okay, so then binding under terminology law. So we can call it as a binding once whatever premium has been agreed by the customer, and issuing a policy with the agreed premium. So finally the policy will be issued. So you have to explain in each and every tab what you are doing. So in exposures tab, you have to select, is it primary party, is it secondary party, or is it third party? Okay, primary party means if you are taking primary party means the coverage has been taken only for you. Okay, secondary party means you are also covering your immediate people. Means suppose you are traveling in a car, and primary party means it is only coverage covering only for you. Secondary means your family members also it will be covered. Hello guys, please go on mute. Secondary means the people who are sitting besides you, means your family members, it will be covered. Third party means, so suppose you some accidental thing happened, and so primary and secondary means it is from you and your families. Third party means some unknown person, it got accidented, and the recovery it has to cover for that guy. So in that case, it will come as third party. Okay, third party is very less amounts. Okay, so primary party means it will be generally it is taking for you only. Okay, so you want to coverage for all the primary party, secondary party, and third party, all the coverages you are taking. Okay, so such things. So whatever things you are selecting, suppose exposure step we have done, modifier step. Okay. So system, see, after clicking on it will be navigated to coverage. System will show the coverage limits as per the plans and quotation selected. Okay. So here you need to explain about each and everything. Okay, right. So now let's go to one application, Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance. And so this is the project, it has been specified in your project. And you have to talk about what are the functionalities that you have tested and automated. So you can go here. Okay, as part of this application, Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance application, I have tested various healthcare plans. Okay, so healthcare plans, which includes these all are called under healthcare plans only. Suppose I have automated some retirement plans, and I have automated some children insurance plans, and I have tested and automated from investment plans, and I have tested and automated from savings plans. So you need to talk about what are the various screens that you have came across, and you have to talk about that particular scenario. And this application, so the underwriter who can create these things like that, and he will be navigated to this one, he can be navigated to this one, and he will submit the details like that. So you need to talk about that one. Suppose, so, and after that, see, there are so many other things also available here. So you can go and explain the things. Suppose if you going to sitemap, suppose, so term insurance calculator or child education planning tool. Suppose here you can click on this one, just get the domain knowledge. So your annual, so how the your annual, suppose the policy that is your annual income, how much, and how long are you planning to work, and expected increase, and so all these details it can captures, and how much eligibility that you have. Accordingly, you will get the maximum premium amounts, coverage amount. It will be applicable based on the details you have submitted. So you want to check it. Okay, you can go and check those points. Suppose, okay, there are so many best websites are there. 1 second. So whatever resume, see, whatever things that you are explaining, nobody will go and check in your website. Just you can talk about a particular scenario, you can take it, and what are the screens and what are the things, how you need to articulate it, and how you need to tell it nicely. That is important. Okay, relevant to that scenario. Okay, 1 second. What are the media assist? Okay, media assist. So it contains these modules. Okay, so you have to prepare whatever project that we are keeping. Suppose e-card claims. Okay, plan and hospitalization, network hospitalization. So here you can go with some site. Okay, the complete site details it will be mentioned. Okay, suppose if you are testing for claims module, so how the claims module it is working. So you can check for claim ID, media assist ID, and employee ID. So you can check with media assist ID, and you can check for employee ID, and you can submit, and you will be navigated to that page. Got the point? Okay, so there will be plans will be like this. How it will be? Floating plan, fixed plan. Fixed floating plan means, suppose there will be, so for mother, father, and kids, the coverage limit it has to pay 10,000. Okay, and suppose fixed plan means, so for everyone you are taking, mother for 5,000 you are taking, you are paying, and father you are taking 5,000. Okay, the coverage limit will be here, the coverage and maximum coverage it will be 1 lakh only. So here you are getting individually, you are getting coverage for 1 lakh. You are getting the point. So here individually you are getting a coverage of 1 lakh, but here as a floating plan you are getting a coverage of 1 lakh. Okay, so user can able to select any of the choice. Okay, so most of the people they will select kind of floating plan, because in a year so because most of the people floating plan, no need to why I need to go with this much premium 20,000. Okay, anyway I should go with this floating plan only. So there will be so many plans. Okay, and extended family health insurance plan. So as part of floating plan or general plans, extended family health insurance plans means family health insurance. Extended family health insurance plans means your in-laws, mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, and everything they are also covered along with your family members, and you are taking. So in that case, it will take age limits. Are they between 50 to 60? Okay, or 60 to 70? Okay, so depends on their age limits, the coverages and everything. In this one also again it will be applied floating and fixed. So is it a floating plan or a fixed plan? Okay, so extended family health insurance plans. So instead of paying the amounts for individual, so you can go for that one. Suppose you are not confident and might be there will more uses and you are predicting something like that, then people will go with this kind of fixed plans and they will go with some extra premium payments. Okay, so you can tell in the interviews, okay, this application it will covers various health insurance plans like floating plan, fixed plan, health family health insurance plan, and extended family health insurance plans. Like that, this application, as part of this application I have tested various policy coverages and modules. Okay, so far I talked completely about policy center module only. I haven't talked about claim center module, and I haven't talked about billing center modules. Okay, so how that process is going, claim center module and billing center module, you have to talk about. You have to prepare the content, whatever resume content that we have, whatever resume, whatever project name that we have kept it in your resume. Okay, and what are the functionalities that you have tested and automated, you have to explain. So mainly, so most of the people, 80% of the people, why fail? Why? Because they are failing means they are failing in the interviews because they could not able to talk about the project. Okay, because so many people they will complete the course in Amirpet training institutes. Okay, and nobody will tell you how you need to prepare about your project and how you need to explain in the interview. Okay, so you have to talk about these terminology. So my application contains main modules are policy center module, billing center module, and claim center modules. And as part of this application I have, so basically this application providing health plans and insurance plans for various vendors. Okay, and vendors of their employees can able to log into this system, and they can able to enroll different health insurance plans like family health insurance plans, fixed health insurance plans, and floating health insurance plans, and extended family health insurance plans. And whatever details it was submitted in the system, those details it will be reviewed by the underwriter. Okay, and underwriter, once he will go through the details, either he can approve it or he can reject it, or he can submit it, he can send a query and he can revert back to the customer, so to get the additional information. So like that, so this application basically it is using by, okay, employers, underwriter, supervisor, and providers. Even providers also, they are telling and selling the products to customers. Products are providers are nothing but insurance agents. They will also submit the details in the system, and whatever details are submitted by the providers, those details it will be reviewed by the underwriter. If the insurance coverage or insurance amount coverage is within his limits, he can able to approve it. If it is beyond the limits, the approvals, it will redirect it to supervisor, and the supervisor, he will click it, either approve it or reject it, or he redirect to customers for any additional information. And after that, once policy service or once premium payment has been paid and payment record has been created against that policy, okay, so the end user, he can get the policy services and all the coverages, it will be covered for that customer. So like that, you need to explain in the interview. Got the point? And you should be taught, you have to be ready. And as part of this application, I have tested and automated various functional modules, like I have tested and automated various functional scenarios as submission of policies, cancellations, renewals, reinstatements, rewrites. Okay, non-renewal policies, once tenure has been completed, the services will be closed smoothly. So I have tested and automated these functionalities. Like that, you have to talk about your current project. Okay, so how this content I have prepared means, I have came across different website and I want to tell, this is my content I prepared, and the same content I'm telling in the interviews. Got the point? So you need to talk about, can you please explain about what is mean by rewrites? He will ask. Rewrites means the entire policy, the previous policy, it can be cancelled, and he will rewrite the complete information. So he will click on that copy, and the complete information, the complete regulations and everything, he will modify it, and he will create a new policy, and he will rewrite the complete thing. So that is called rewrites. And when the user will go for rewrites, immediately the interviewer, he will ask. Rewrites means he's rewriting complete policy, because the client, the customer don't want at all minimum basic things. He wants some so upper limits and everything, all the benefits he wants. So in that case, instead of modifying all the contents, let go for rewrite. So there will be an option on the existing policy. He will click on rewrites option, and he will modify all the sections of the data, and the rewrites will be activated, and new policy or same policy number status, he will get the additional benefits. Okay, so you need to explain whatever things you are going to explain, what are the scenarios that you are going to automate, you have to explain. If you should able to talk about your project at least for half an hour. So prepare that content by yourself. Go to that website, go to other websites also to prepare the content and to get the extra. So whatever terminology that you are comfortable, you can tell those things. I'm not telling you can tell only my subject content. Okay, so whatever, suppose Orange HRM is application, we are doing a HR management application. So as part of HR management application, this application will be used by the employees and HR people and administrators and support users. So suppose HR user could not able to log in, the admin user, he will look into that issue, and he will go for that active, whether that particular user ID is active or inactive. After that, HR people, they can able to log into the system, and HR manager, he can able to view these many modules. So like that. Okay, so you have to test all those functionalities. Okay, suppose if I'm going back to our Orange HRM application, Orange HRM. So once your resume is ready, if you are not able to talk for at least for 20 minutes or 25 minutes, okay, your job is not at all safe. Okay, so prepare the resume content, whatever resume content is there, prepare that point. See, I'm navigated to PIM module. So in this application, mainly admin module, PM module, leave management module, recruitment module, my information, performance, directory, and maintenance, and these modules are available. Under PIM module, I navigated to employees. So as an employee, so I can able to view, as an HR module, I can able to view all these details. Okay, so I can able to view any of the employee information. So he can submit all these details. So personal details, contact details, emergency contact details, his dependencies, okay, and immigration, and what is his job, and what is, how much salary he's getting, and how much tax exemptions that he is applicable, reporting to whom he is reporting, managers, and qualifications. Okay, what is the education, skills, languages, and memberships. Okay, So as part of employee module, I have tested and automated functionalities of personal details, contact details, emergency contact details. So creation of employee means, suppose I created a new employee here. For employee module, I create a new employee is creating, I want to do. So I can go and create a new employee. So like this, I can go and create some new employee and something like this. And I'm clicking on save. A new employee record has been created. So after that, I will tell you can log in with this user ID and password to the corresponding employee ID, and he will navigate to the screen. He will upload this profile and he will all these sections data he will create it. Once he creates the user, and I can able to view all this data in this space. You're getting the points. So that means complete employee module. It has the functionalities. It has to test by HR user, and it has to test by individual employee as well. So this is a HR management application. So you have to talk about what are the modules being tested and automated. Okay, suppose, sir, for me, you can keep me HR management application, but Orange HRM, it's an open source web application. We cannot keep this project. There is a similar web application. Say, is there any other web application? You can check it and we can keep it if you want. Okay, but if you are keeping like healthcare and insurance project, your resume, it will be getting shortlisted very easily. That's why in all resumes we are keeping property and casualty insurance projects or healthcare projects. Or getting the point? So the second continuation part of the project part, we will cover it in tomorrow's session. Okay, so whoever resumes are getting ready, if you could not able to talk, so I will ask a simple question. Can you please tell me about your project? If you are completing your project explanation less than 1 minute, okay, your job is not safe at all. Okay, and you have to talk about this running notes content, what it contains. You have to talk about these things. Okay, my application contains modules as. So just now I told you HR management application contains modules as. You can go and check different healthcare application, and this application contains these modules. And this application using by these types of users. And and as part of this project, I have tested and automated various functional scenarios as submission of policy. So these are the functionalities I have tested and automated with the underwriter login, and you can create the policies. So like that, you have to talk about those functions. And coming to resume, involved in understanding the client requirements and business needs. So you are going through the BRD and FRD documents. And I have performed smoke functional and regression to for sprint releases. This point also we are clear. Developed and executed Selenium automation script for every release in Agile model, regression suite, and so this model, and defect logging and follow-ups in the HPALM, and maintenance of organized test automation framework and set of standard guidelines. Build the test automation suite to ensure the quality of the impacting of the products. So whichever points that you want to tell, you can tell anything. Okay, so in the yesterday about me, tell me about yourself, so many points I have told you. You can keep, you can tell these are the roles and responsibilities I have to involved in this project. Okay, as part of this project, I have automated policy center module completely, and I did smoke testing, sanity regression testing for policy center modules and billing center modules. Okay, and I involved into script development activities for these new functional features of these functionalities. Okay, participated into defect triage calls. Defect triage calls means on that particular daily there will be a defect triage call. It will be happened in the organization. So whatever defects has been logged by testing team, those defects we need to give the walkthrough sessions to BA design and development team. So that development team will work out on those issues. Okay, participated in defect triage calls because you have to explain about your defects, what is the issue it came across, and you have to explain in that call, so that development team will work out on that issue and they can fix it. So these are the roles and responsibilities I have involved. These are the functionalities I have tested and automated. So most of the people, why it will be failed? Okay, because you are not preparing your resume. And while telling about this project, the first line you need to talk about this point. Most of the people will fail this point. Suppose The interview guy, he's asking the content like this. Directly people will start like this. My current project is digital sample management, and this application contains these modules. Like that, directly you will jump into this. So no, you should talk about your client also. So my current project is a digital sample management. Client is from US. Like that, you have to explain. Okay, client is from US, and this application contains various modules. Like, so suppose you are talking about this one. My current project is a Globe Life Insurance. The client is from UK, and this, as part of this application, I have tested and automated various functionalities, healthcare insurance plans like floating health insurance, fixed health insurance. Okay, so you have to talk about whatever terminology and content that you have prepared. Okay, this application contains these many modules. This application will be used by these types of users, so you should be ready. So how this information it will, you have to gather across multiple insurance websites. Okay, tell top 10 insurance clients in the US. You can get so many websites, and you can prepare it for whole day. You can prepare so that you can able to talk about your project at least for half an hour. Got the point, everyone? Okay, so just go through the resume. Okay, my project is Globe Life Insurance, and the client is from UK. You have to talk. Suppose most of the people there are, so here New York it is mentioned. So that means Globe Life, my current project is a Globe Life Insurance. Client is from US, and as part of this project, I have involved into various modules like Policy Center, Billing Center, and Claim Center module. And basically this application will be used by the providers, underwriters, supervisors. So you should talk about something about your project. What is the point? Right. And this remaining part we can continue in tomorrow's class, so that after completion of tomorrow's class, okay, the objective is everyone should ready to tell about your current project. So simply you have submitted your resume in the staff room and you are not going through the project at all, then your job is not safe in the organization. Okay, so utilize the day completely. On that day, whatever resume and contents it has been ready. Okay, and take help from Aruna as well. She is expert in healthcare and insurance domains. Okay, because she worked completely into healthcare and insurance domain all 10 years. Okay, but I am having just 1 year or 2 years experience, but she is expert in healthcare and insurance domain. Okay, so she almost worked for 10 years. You can ask anything, she can explain. Okay, and how you can refer the websites. Okay, and you should ready, and you should maximum effort you have to do from your side only. Go for different websites, collect the information, and prepare 2 pages of content, and prepare 30 to 40 bullet points. Okay, tell me about your points. Prepare, just walk through all those 40 points. Okay, it's over. So this application contains modules like that, and this in this as part of this application I have tested and automated these modules. Just walk through, just read those 40 points, whatever document you have prepared. So if you are not preparing those 40 bullet points, you are not safe. Got the point? So prepare the project content and roles and responsibilities, work out from today onwards. Okay, thank you everyone. That's it.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Hello. So kindly send the recorded videos.
Yeah, we will share you new channel link, and we will share there itself.
Thank you, sir.
ఫస్ట్ నీ పార్ట్ మాన్యువల్ గా అయిపోతుంది. తర్వాత దే హ్యాడ్ గివెన్ ఛాన్స్ టు వర్క్ ఇంటూ కంప్లీట్లీ ఆటోమేషన్.
అదే సో నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ వల్ల ఆటోమేషన్ అట్లా కంటిన్యూ
జనరల్ గా అలాగే జరుగుతుంది. లైవ్ లోకి వెళ్ళబోయే ముందు మనం చేసేది టెస్ట్. ఫుడ్ ప్రోడక్ట్ టెస్టింగ్ లైవ్ లోకి వెళ్ళాలన్నా మన కంపెనీ సైడ్ నుంచి మనం ఆ వెబ్సైట్ టెస్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత డౌట్ నెక్స్ట్ క్లాసెస్ 2 members into automation, 2 members into function. Developers మనం మాట్లాడుతున్నాం. మన టెస్టింగ్ టీమ్ అంటే 2 members automation, 2 members manual. డెవలపర్స్ వచ్చేసరికి 4 members ఉన్నారు, 5 members ఉన్నారు అని చెప్పి. టీమ్ సైజ్ అంటే నేను టెస్టింగ్ టీమ్ సైజే మాట్లాడుతున్నాను. వాళ్ళందరూ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు, BA డిజైన్ వీళ్ళందరూ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. డెవలపర్స్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. 4 members ఎవరంటే మాన్యువల్, 2 members into manual, 2 members into automation. డెవలపర్స్ ఇంక్లూడ్ చేయకూడదు. టీమ్ సైజ్ అంటే వాళ్ళకి సంబంధం